It's quite funny. The other day, someone was walking by my desk and they said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm marking up shop drawings." He said, "Well, where are the piles of paper?" And I said, "It's right here on my screen." And they kind of leaned over my shoulder and saw that it was a window shop drawing, and there was a whole lot of markups on it, but all of them were done in the computer with, bubbles, simple bubbles and simple words on the screen that were done in text instead of my messy handwriting. And I only had to make one copy instead of 10 copies, so my wrist wasn't falling off, or I didn't have to pass it off to somebody else to do. And their jaw dropped to the ground and said, "You actually use this?" And I said, "Yeah, it's made my job a whole lot easier." And I think there's been a bit of envy around the office that other jobs haven't been able to push that way, or they're too far along in the process and into the old way of doing things. That it has actually created a bit of a stir in the office, which is kind of nice.
We first started implementing the shop drawing approval process as part of the new leads projects we're getting into. Some of our clients, when we're dealing with it, are looking for a much more paperless way of doing business. So rather than having to send 8 copies of shop drawings back and forth between consultants and subtrades and whatnot, we now post one electronic copy of drawings onto PlanSource for everyone to review and approve. And what I've found is that not only does it make my job a lot easier, literally the time it takes me to post something is next to nothing, but it also speeds up the approval process, because there's no courier time, there's no downtime that happens between when the document leaves my office and when it arrives at the subtrade or the consultant's office. The only downtime is the time it takes to post any document to the website, and in that respect, it allows me to get drawings approved, up to a week earlier than would have happened previously. And on a lot of time-sensitive projects, that week can make a huge difference to your schedule.
When we started, the features that I knew were going to be the most important were making sure that the documents were all in one location. The one that we found is the most advantageous, which I've spoken about before, is the shop drawing markup tool. It's been an incredible ease for us. I don't have to stamp back and forth and worry if the words are legible. The stamp is there. The markups are very simple. You can easily bubble in Cloud and type into whatever you need to say. So that's been probably the most useful and most helpful tool for us, because then again, it's still only one copy that we're doing and not multiple copies.
There's a project I'm currently working on where at the very beginning of the project, we have a very time-sensitive shop drawing that we need to be getting approved by consultants, and literally we're down to we need it in a specific week. And had we have not been able to get documents distributed so quickly, I know that those materials would be on site a week or two later, just because we've had to go through a few revisions of those shop drawings. So getting stuff back and forth is just so efficient, and it's so beneficial to where we are in that project and to the scheduling. And now we will have that material on site on time.